Yorokobe mina-sans. I hope you're all daijobu today. This Shumatsu, we are covering Osakabehime.
Oh. I could only compare the level of cringe that I just suffered to when and hear me out here. When I click into a fan fiction that's written in English and then they use a word like fucking like when they do that in fan fiction is the only thing that's cringier than you doing that in real life, because in fan fiction you do not have you should not be doing that. I should not be in the middle of a fucking English fan fiction and just see someone going, yeah, you're such a baka. That's what he just did. That's what this motherfucker just did. He did. Disgusting. There wasn't even an attempt at pronunciation either. Or was there?
No, there was absolutely no attempt there.
Okay, I didn't think there was. I was gonna have to. I was gonna have to give my condolences if there had been.
You know, I need you to know I actually figured out how to say exactly what I could have said to introduce the episode in just Japanese with correct pronunciation. I decided
And then
not to do
chose. You chose to do this to me.
Yep.
You made a choice here.
Yeah.
This is why free will is bad, people. Oh my god.
I feel like I threw you off your game here.
You did a little. It was like, cause like when you did that with the, when you do it with like stuff like that, I'm expecting it. I was not expecting it here. You know what I mean? Especially not for it to be more than one word. Like, I really, you said Yorokobe, and I really thought you were going to stop there. And then you kept going. Like a train wreck.
I also added an S to pluralize Minasans.
Did you?
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, since I've never taken Japanese language. But I don't think that Japanese has the same pluralization rules as we do in our American English.
And even then, even if it were the same pluralization rules, I said everybody. Everybody's.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say Minasan is already plural. What the fuck? My brain's over here doing somersaults trying to work my way through this because I watch enough anime, right, that I know what you said. And I can identify what was wrong. And that's the problem. Man, I gotta stop watching anime. This is gonna have to become a different channel, guys. Can't keep watching anime. Gotta be done forever. Never again. Well, I think I've procrastinated enough on starting this.
A little bit.
Would you like to introduce our character?
This Shumatsu, we're doing Osakabehime.
Ugh. Ugh.
You can get going now.
I don't want to now. We were actually having a pretty, a slight discussion before we started filming the episode about, like, the fact that you have characters like Hercules, right, who are mythical and legendary, and you've got so much written on them, right, like tons and tons of information and different details and stuff like that. But then you have characters like Osakabehime, where there's, like, not actually a lot of, like, definitive stuff outside of her kabuki play. Like, there's just a few stories, and they kind of differ from teller to teller, like, source to source. They're all, like, very short, but Osakabehime is just such a well-known, like, urban legend-ish character.
Folktale.
Yeah, folktale, as opposed to, like, a myth. And also, I just find that in general, a lot of Japanese folk tales and, like, yokai stories and stuff like that are, at least the information available in the Western world in English, right, is typically like very short and succinct when it comes to like the actual original stories, which like sort of makes sense because you don't get as many like novel length stories coming out of Japan like in this earlier period, or like, you know, when you're talking about like yokai, you get like a book of yokai tales and there's a bunch of different tales inside of it. It's not like following one story so long like Tale of Genji or something.
A lot of this would have been like more told word of mouth by
Yeah,
others.
cautionary tales,
Yeah.
like little rhymes that kids repeat to not, you know, telling them what not to do and stuff like that. So it's just a very different context than some of the other sermons we've done recently that we've had like a lot more information on, even though they're both sort of like mythical figures per se, like characters out of folk tales. But I mean, it's still interesting. But like as a result, I don't have a ton on Osakabehime for my part.
Especially because
right?
this is again running into that like the Eastern and Western sources that we have access to.
Exactly. So like I know, for example, that Osakabehime is part of a relatively famous kabuki play, right? One of the Shin Kabuki Juhachiban, right? But I don't have access to the Shin Kabuki Juhachiban, right? I don't have a copy of that. And it's not super easy to find online. And then you're still having to like parse through the language and stuff like that. So like I've read a summary, but that doesn't mean I actually have a whole lot of context for it. I do think that's one of the most unfortunate things about a lot of the Asian servants that we do, is there's just so much less translated into a language that I can read.
I mean, there's a difference if we're doing something historical or even mythical
Yeah.
historical, like.
But I mean, keep in mind, remember Yoshitsune, right?
Mm-hmm.
The copy I had of Yoshitsune, that book, that whole book that I based most of the video off, only been translated out of Japanese twice. Once into Russian and once into English, and the English copy was not in circulation common. Like, it was a university press book published like 50 years ago that I just happened to get a cheap copy of on like a resale site. So like even like bigger, more historical things, I mean, I almost didn't get a copy of that book.
If you're not the Warring States period, you're nothing.
Osakabehime, possibly a kitsune. You know, if we remember Lady Daiji. let's throw back to Tamamo no Mai. Possibly a kitsune. That's sort of one story behind who Osakabehime could be. The other ones are that she's potentially the spirit of a courtesan that was loved by the Emperor Fushimi, or one of like a child born to Princess Inoue, that was like not born, like born out of wedlock, basically, like like born in bad circumstances, sort of like not married, that sort of thing. But Osakabehime lives in Himeji Castle, and the most popular story goes that every year the lord of the castle has to visit Osakabehime to learn the fate of the castle for the coming year, right? So he goes, visits, and asks how the castle will survive over the next year. And the reason why Osakabehime stays in the tower is because she does not like people. Mood. I too would live in a tower in a castle if I could. Honestly, life goals. I'm not wrong here.
No, you're not. I get it.
Life goals.
No,
So
I don't actually like people.
well, yeah, so do I. But a castle would be nice.
I get too antsy.
A castle would be nice. Now, Osakabehime that we talk about, I don't know how Fate's gonna do it, but the most common perception of Osakabehime today is that she is a woman, right? It didn't. There are stories that list Osakabe not as a woman, but the most common perception is that Osakabehime is a woman.
How do you think Fate's gonna do it?
A female. So there are shrines around Himeji Castle to Osakabe Okami, right? Like the fox Osakabe. And so the shrines used to be considered. So it used to be considered that the shrines indicated that Osakabe Okame was the god of the Himeji Castle. There are some very early origins naming Osakabehime under a different name, calling them like the monster of the castle. But Toyotomi Hideyoshi, when he took over Himeji Castle, he actually removed the shrine to Osakabehime and relocated it to a different place. Unfortunately, a place that was already home to the shrines of several other gods outside of the main town when he wanted to expand the castle, which probably was not. It probably did not engender a whole lot of goodwill for Toyotomi Hideyoshi. I would make the assumption that would not engender a huge ton of goodwill. After the Battle of Sekigahara, it came to a new owner, Ikeda Terumasa. Ikeda undertook large-scale renovations on the castle, and eventually the new castle tower was completed. And then starting in 1608, weird things started happening in the tower. And a few years later, Terumasa fell, like, violently ill. And so the Ikeda family just built a new shrine and relocated Osakabe Okami's shrine to inside the castle in a new shrine, which probably was a good fucking idea. Like, you're batting 100 for 100 here on the assumption that if the man got sick and weird things were happening, let's just pop the god back into her home. You know? Like, really, that seems like a very smart decision. At least in my opinion. God forbid that anyone actually listen to my opinion, but
Never.
You know. Well, Toyotomi Hideyoshi certainly didn't have that same brain cell. So there are some other accounts of strange things happening. So multiple different accounts list, starting from the 1740s, list that people had encounters with women on the upper floors of Himeji Castle. Like a woman appearing to be in her 30s wearing a 12-layered ceremonial kimono. Then the person asks her, who are you? And she asks why he came. And, he replies, and she responds, well, you're pretty brave, and so in this particular instance, she gave him a shikorobuki, right? A helmet neck guard, as proof that he had been brave in interacting with her. And then according to other written accounts of her from a later period, those who encounter her say that she is incredibly intelligent and skilled in a lot of different things, as well as being able to control literally hundreds of little animal-like spirits to use as messengers. They also say that she can read minds and manipulate them when people encounter her. And she also has a sister-in-law, according to the kabuki play about her, which is the Princess Kamehime of Inawashiro Castle in the Mutsu province. But yeah, just yokai.
So what class are you thinking?
Assassin. So, there's a reason, because I know it's assassin.
Oh. Okay.
I know it's assassin. Because...
Rip.
They really just spoiled it right there.
Well, let's get right into it.
Yeah.
I can't pull my tricks.
I think I had someone in the comments the other day. Somebody commented on one of our recent videos, and they said something like, on Wikipedia, they say what class the servant is. And I was like, yeah, I try not to look at those when I can, because it kind of spoils it. But I can't always avoid it, because sometimes it's hidden in, a giant, block of text, or, Jesus, or, a huge list. But sometimes you're just scrolling, because you want to, click something, and then it's right there. And it's the only thing in that entire section. Because typically, like I said, I think I've discussed this before, but when I start looking up information on a lot of fake characters, if I don't already know about them, the first place I go is Wikipedia, because Wikipedia is a really good resource if you know how to use it, right?
It's a jumping off point.
Exactly. So, I go to Wikipedia because that's one of the easiest ways to find, information about stuff like this, right? Or you look to see if there's a free version online, because typically Wikipedia will often link a free version, or they'll link a translated version that you can access typically online and stuff like that, or they'll show image plates, which make it easier to kind of get yourself situated, when you're actually looking at stories. So unfortunately, I start here, but sometimes that means you scroll a little too far on someone without any information on them, and then you get told what a servant is.
So this is Osakabehime.
I'm not counting out huge knockers in a third or fourth art. I mean, you know, they're there. They're proportionally large. I was not wrong.
No, you were not.
I also see that she's got a costume. Oh no, just two versions of her. No, she does have a Oh yeah, it's gotta be something. Yeah, glasses. Is that the costume?
It probably is a glasses thing, or it could be a.
All right. Yeah, it's glasses. Okay. Yeah, costume 1 and costume. That's why it was confusing, because there's technically 2 glasses costumes in 2 of her different arts. Okay. All right. That makes sense.
So, Osakabehime in Fate is a NEET, like rivaling Janako a NEET.
Yes! That's literally one of the reasons why she stays in the castle.
She is unwilling to go outside or interact with near anyone, even at the point of devising a plot that would allow her to never have to leave the castle ever.
Do you remember the... Hold on.
Uh-oh.
It's in another castle.
Oh, it isn't normal.
No, it's just she's in another castle.
Sorry, I thought that was a different... I thought that was an anime. No, that was a Bowsette AMV.
No, it's the Bowsette AMV. It's the Another Castle song. I remember it was really viral after the Super Mario movie came out or whatever, the Mario movie. And it was like everywhere, and it just made me laugh because I was thinking of Osakabehime.
So Osakabehime is also terminally online and just about incapable of any social interactions. The bat motif that she has here, because obviously she's a kitsune, not a bat.
But she's been depicted as a bat in some versions of her story.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's actually, in Fate, she is a fox spirit. She's a kitsune. But because that motif already had dibs called on it by a certain fox wife, she decided to change things up and take on the bat motif instead to avoid doubling up.
Okay.
She is actually friends with Tomonomae in a weird general yokai community kind of way.
Then is she also friends with Ibuki, Shuten, and Ibaraki?
Not to my knowledge.
Oh, disappointing.
And she's also a accomplished doujin author and artist who takes part in the yearly Servant Fest shenanigans.
Well, not to be that person, but of course she is. She's a NEET.
Yeah.
Not to be that person. It is mostly a joke, but like...
All right, so you ready for the next of the major FGO NA localization controversies?
Oh, boy.
So, I guess because the localization team didn't know how to translate over the pop culture references in a way that would read well into English, they substituted with her giving the divisive vocal habit of Japanglish and dropping meme-based lines. I found a quick showcase of that from an anime. We're going to have to cut this from the final video, but it needs to be seen to be understood.
Okay.
So...
Is it this one?
Yes. Usually we wouldn't show an anime clip, but there's no world where an Osakabehime Reacts doesn't include this, unfortunately, so I present you with cringe.
Psych! I know all about your pathetic debut. Gomen sorry, but I had to destroy competition. If you want to blame something, blame your attitude. It's mid at best. Servant Tube is a blood-red ocean now. There just isn't room at the table for you. You should Yamate Kuda stop before you get flamed out of existence. Stop commenting on my weight, you trolls! You're just following the trends! I'll teach you who the real queen of the internet is! That's it. I can see the anxiety coursing through her veins. The pressure you feel during a live stream is on a whole new level. Yes! The mark of the superior streamer is who can earn more super chats. That's not my fault! Imagine Castle's OG form rocks! Castle enthusiasts from all over love it! Okay, now chill to a minute there, Blondie. It's cute that you're trying to stay relevant, but that little kawaii tune of yours is getting so old it's collecting dust. Shut up! All you do is ruin everything! Get your cheese hole, you little rodent!
So here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? I've been arguably, right, let's count the years, right? I've been in the general anime community for a decade and a half at this point, like 15 years minimum, right? Let's probably closer to 17, right? Like it's 17. Let's put ourselves back to like 2010, 16 years, right? Yeah, 15, 16 years. I remember a time, right, back in like 2012, 2013, where people did this unironic. Like I remember people I know in front of me doing this.
I can remember one of those same people off the top of my head.
Yeah. And like with the wisdom of hindsight, right?
So which was your favorite Japanglish line?
I think it was Yamate Kuda stop.
I love that one.
It was either that or just Choto.
Choto a minute?
Yeah, Choto a minute. Because, like, here's the thing. It's like, there's the cringe of, like, Japanglish, right? But then the other thing is, she's making references, like stuff like mid, the same way that Realm walks in after we haven't seen him for 2 weeks, right? Like, we don't often see Realm between recordings, right? This man will walk in, right? And he'll be laughing at memes on his phone. And he'll be like, that's mid as fuck, boy. And now I'm not going to pretend that I'm hip with the kids, per se. Obviously, I don't have my pulse on, like, what people are actually talking like, right? But I do know that Realm is usually at least 8 months behind. And it's cringe when he says it. So it's like this horrific combination of, like, slightly too old internet slang, right? From someone who's, like, attempting to sound hip. And this, like, horrible set of memories of when people genuinely thought it was cool to speak Japanglish if they were into anime.
So this was one of the major localization controversies, because obviously Japanglish isn't in the original script of this. It's very much conveyed to portray a particular type of person.
Yeah. This is the type of person who has 5 body pillows, and they're the type of body pillows that has a shirtless man on one side and a naked man on the other.
Pretty sure there is actually artwork of her room, and I think you can find a body pillow in there, but I could be wrong.
I thought we left this behind with yaoi paddles. In the year of our Lord 2025, I should not be thinking about this. Do you think God stays in heaven because he's afraid of what we've become? To quote another old meme. Oh my God. I think I just died inside. I think I actually just died inside a little bit. Like, genuinely died inside. Oh, it's T.H.E. You still doing that stalking? You after Anchin-sama? So so Master Chan is Anchin-sama. That's quite the twist. I don't like the translation. Oh, she may be older than me, but I have the upper hand as a princess. There's nothing to fear. Kiyohime, so scary. T.H.E, yahoo! My manuscript? Oh, doing well. I really have it, so it's doing well. You can know it's a lie even without licking my sweat? Right. I don't understand that. There's maybe some translation errors with that last line. Maybe it's something specific? No, it's a fake Grand Order line. Okay. What's this? It's Tamamochi who plundered the kitsune seat from me. Truth be told, I was a kitsune too, but overlapping characters is a big no-no in the servant world. Well, bats are cool, so that's fine. Just looking at her, she seems to exude this incredible normie aura, but I also feel like there's something oddly off about her. Like she carries a very unfortunate air around her due to carrying some huge weight on her shoulders. I guess being strong and famous isn't all that great after all. Musashi-chan. Wait, weren't you a man? Woman? Well, whatever. Just so you know, I'm properly doing my job by holding myself in. Thanks for that. Huh? Wait, were they a man or a woman? At any rate, they're scary. The force of their smile is too much. I'm getting a feel for the personality being represented here. Even Musashi-chan has a swimsuit, but what's with that uselessly outstanding style? And in top of that, not only a swimming swimsuit, but following with Western style. That's why natural geniuses are. You're being pushy even without it being your aim, but that side is cool. So there's some like translation missteps here, I think, just in terms of the grammar, because I
think this is all fan translation. So
yeah.
Because this does not contain nearly the amount of Japanglish that you would get in the...
My mother says I have Irish eyes.
Motherfucker, shut up!
Yeah, because this does not contain nearly the amount of Japanglish that I believe the official translation has.
Okay, that makes sense to... Yeah, that makes sense. Put that away. Okay. Oh, that's fun. I like the little... Like, all of the things that they overlap with. But having seen Ushi Wakamoto in Caldea, I can't help but feel she did it while thinking something like, well, the Minamoto house didn't need some rainmaking relics, so I gave it to this random fox. Okay. Yeah, a bigwig is here. Bunny, gorgeous celebrity. Ah, how dazzling. Let me worship her, let me worship her. Ah, somehow she's making an odd face. What? I mean, I feel the same about Artoria Pendragon swimsuits, so. Yeah, because that's Ruler, right? No, I feel that way about Ruler because Ruler wears the bunny suit. Yeah, swimsuit's different. Never mind. Come to think of it, there are other servants wearing glasses, right? Ah, quite a few of them. Which do you think is best for me? People of the food team. Is there any food with low calories that makes you feel full, can be well digested, is highly nourishing, makes you lose weight just by eating it, and on top of that is tasty? Well, do you like celery? Technically, you burn more calories chewing celery than you get out of eating it. I like celery, but you might not like celery. Ugh, there are many other swimsuit servants. I don't lose to them. I don't lose to them. I don't lose to them. Hey, I don't lose at all. Yay. Okay. All right.
So, ability-wise, Osakabehime is capable of transforming paper into little spirit animals by folding it to represent them. Mm-hmm. These can be used both offensively and defensively. Mm-hmm. She's also able to make use of curses, being skilled enough for her to even qualify as a caster if summoned that way. Mm-hmm. Her assassin class is mostly just because her presence concealment is so high, because she got really good at hiding from people who came into Himeji Castle. Mm-hmm. She also makes use of bat familiars, because bat motif.
Okay. This is the Chiogami is the origami that... Okay, like the Shikigami, alright. Shapeshift. Four God Divination, the Four Gods Observing Himeji Castle, Castle Apparition, Animal Control, and then we're down to Noble Phantasm, which is Lord Hachitendo of Hakuro Castle's 100 Demons.
So this Noble Phantasm is when Osakabehime calls forth a replica of Himeji Castle within a reality marble that provides her with powerful defenses. In theory, she could actually use it offensively, but due to being a shut-in, it's unlikely she'll ever use it that way.
Man, Osakabehime just taking every stray.
So I do have one more thing to go over here before we go to the NP. It's between the two YouTube videos.
This?
Yes.
Is that on top of Ramesseum Tentris?
Meet Castle Jet Pyramid Himeji Castle.
Castle what?
That's Elizabeth Bathory's castle.
Oh!
On top of it's the pyramid, and on top of the pyramid is Himeji Castle. So what happened here was...
So they're still missing one, though, because they could have gotten Anna's.
So Osakabehime is directly responsible for the mindfuck of the protagonist, as they dealt with a situation that was so stupid it traumatized them. Basically, one Halloween, Cleopatra dropped a pyramid on Liz's castle.
Okay.
That eventually got resolved, but the pyramid was never removed.
Okay.
The next Halloween, Osakabehime drops her Himeji Castle on top of the
pyramid, which is on top of Bathory's castle. Okay.
After a giant mecha Ellie-chan also got involved, it was enough to break the protagonist to the point that they are traumatized at the mention of Halloween, to the point that ever since then we've learned that they learned ninjutsu from Fuma Kotaro to try escaping Halloween events. And the mere occasional mention or appearance of this castle or Halloween during non-Halloween events has induced full-on panic attacks on the protagonist. To this day, the castle is still on top of this pyramid.
It's actually really funny. It's genuinely really funny. Like, that's some nice art. I like it. I'd make that a screensaver on my phone.
There's a version of this that has like the Mecha Ellie-chan in the background too.
Jesus. Okay. Oh, that's the one we were already in.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so we have MP. Hikikomori life. You know, somewhere out there's a horrifically written single chapter of one fanfiction where the person I was writing it with, because I was the person who wrote this, did use fucking Japan English with multiple characters. Yeah. Yeah. Not that I'm going to tell you guys where that is. Hints have been dropped in previous videos. I will never reveal my sordid past. She does have a cute outfit. I do like it. Love that the goal is just Hikokomori life. We love that.
There's also an arcade.
Yay! It's been a long time since we've had an arcade.
A little bit. We don't get them as often anymore.
Yeah, when was our last arcade?
I don't remember off the top of my head. It wasn't that long.
Oh, regrettable on the quality of this. This is crunchy, knick-knack. It's all the way up in terms of quality. But this is like some 720p, calling itself 1080. So have you ever introduced Vorn to this character? I have a feeling he'd really like her.
He probably would really like her.
Yeah.
Well, unless I bring in the NA translation of the campaign.
He might still be into it. I don't think Vorn has the same traumatizing memories we do of, like...
Yeah, but he has a very strong sense of cringe.
No. No. Vorn doesn't really understand the concept of cringe in the same way that we do. Vorn equates cringe with bad. We've discussed this before. Like, Vorn genuinely equates cringe with bad. That's why uwu and shit was a terrible scale to have him judge anything by. Because the difference, the only line that he made out between uwu and shit was, does it have tits?
Yeah.
If it has tits, it's uwu. If it doesn't, it's shit. The man does not understand cringe.
So, next we have Summer Osakabehime.
Oh, is this a different class?
Yep.
Saber.
No.
Lancer.
It's Summer. There's no rhyme or reason to these classes.
Ruler.
No.
Avenger.
I'll get it eventually.
Pretender.
Nope.
Foreigner.
Nope.
Alter Ego.
Nope.
Moon Cancer.
Nope.
Rider.
Nope.
Assassin.
Nope.
Caster.
Nope.
Saber.
Nope.
Lancer.
Nope.
Archer.
Yes. Was that
Okay.
the very last guess?
And I repeated 2 of my previous guesses in the process.
This is Summer Osakabehime.
Okay. Let me go look at the...
Oh, that's Assassin stuff.
Oh.
I fucked up.
You
Click,
did.
Archer. There it is.
You did fuck up.
I fucked up.
You fucked up.
There.
Ah. We love the sheer amount of guns. Nice.
What's going on here is Osakabehime's swimsuit variant is the result of her playing way too much Fortnite Battle Royale.
Wait, actually?
More or less. She actually sets a Battle Royale match during one summer that is remarkably similar to Fortnite, and becomes one of the 7 swimsuit sword masters, even though she doesn't have a sword. But she's an archer, so that's par for the course. But this is absolutely the direct result of her playing too many video games. And it just so happened to be Fortnite. She also, in the NA event, I'm pretty sure she literally says poggers at one point.
You're kidding.
I wish I was.
Right, I see Hakuro Castle, 1,000 Forms, Mealy Mealy Night Fever.
So she's pretty straightforward. She has guns with bullets, and she relies on those same papier-mâché familiars to help her.
Mm-hmm.
In her noble Phantasm, Osakabehime creates an army of origami spirits that are also packed and loaded, where they all stage a raid on the enemy force.
Okay. Okay, so she's got the same artist as Chevalier de Aeon and Fion Makumel, which means I am, at least her summer version does, which means I am actually expecting to see some extra art on the FGO page. Because both Fion and Chevalier had extra art from the artist. So I am expecting to see, like, some more art. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Oh, we have an NP. I'm still not back in the groove of doing these videos. I'm like, what tab am I going to? What am I looking at next? Oh my god, her little origami animals have BB guns. Wait, actually, Knick-Knack.
I almost forgot something. We'll go back to that in a second.
Look, they have guns! Is this a firing squad?
Yup.
This feels inhumane. This feels like it's against the Geneva Convention.
Possibly.
Like making use of small, cute little animals.
They're made of paper mache, though.
Doesn't matter. They're still small, cute animals. You know what this reminds me of? That one episode of Mythbusters where they tested to see if
Sekhie, there's lobster tanks.
I know. Where they tested to see if tons of layers of paper could stop a sword or a bullet. And then they found out that yes, actually, a bunch of layers of folded paper can successfully stop a sword. So paper armor is a thing.
So go back to the artist page. I realized I forgot something that's I'd get immediately yelled at for.
What?
Click Himeko Osakabe. So this is the id Osakabehime in modern day school outfit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't have a lot to say on her. I don't know the story of id, but I don't believe she was that crazy important.
Okay. Alright, I have... Oh, yay. Amazonas.com.
This was the introduction of Amazonas as a feature of the lore into to FGO.
She's just crying
Yes.
while being batter up. Oh, announcing. Yeah, that makes more sense. Having her announce. It's cute, though. It's very cute. Very cute. Oh, she hasn't cleared Solomon yet. According to... I'm further in FGO than Osakabehime. That's actually hilarious. That's actually amazing.
I love that you recognize that, and there was no hesitation on that catch.
No.
Oh no, there's a note there. I see.
Oh, I didn't see the note, but I recognized the start screen. Yeah, that's what I thought. So there is extra art from her because the artist does tend to do that with their servants. Oh, that's cute. In front of Himeji Castle. I don't even need to look at where that takes place. See? I knew it. Because there's my Chevalier de Aeon and Fion Makumel. I still think Fion wears that outfit best. He is so confident. You gotta wear it with confidence, girls. Wish we could see what was on her screen.
And then we finally cleared Solomon.
Look. It's like a full version of the soccer art. That's actually really cute. Tanuki! Oh, I had a thought. What was my thought? I had a thought. I've remembered my thought. Knick-Knack won't get this reference, but she's got major Conan vibes. Oh, I'm gonna have to do that with... Okay. Oh, that's the Gudako and Male Master. In flat origami. Fold it here, tug this over there. See, isn't it splendid? A princess must be good with her hands. Whenever I fold origami, people are sure to praise me and say things like, oh, what a wonderfully genteel, artistic princess. So I tried folding a little master to practice. Oh, and by the way, I put a curse on it, so any damage done to it will harm you too. So take good care of it, okay? Okay? What's with that look? Do you have a problem with people folding origami out of their loved ones? Did you just look up Conan?
No.
Oh, okay. Is it bad to be normal? I put so much thought into this. I thought really hard. I racked my brains thinking of a killer expression that would move you to your core and sweet nothings that would melt your heart. But they all sounded fake and just kinda ordinary. After getting jealous of everyone else's chocolates and gifts, I ended up with this. But to see you so happily eat my unoriginal chocolate is a memory that I'm going to cherish. Honestly speaking, having seen so many of these Valentine's Day like chocolate ones, I'm gonna be honest, if I was actually in this situation, I feel like I'd be actually pretty grateful to just receive plain fucking like just plain decent chocolate.
You don't want to be handed an actual cacao bean?
Or like a monstrosity of like sugar and fruit and chocolate confection. Like or something that like has like bad vibes rolling off of it.
Valentine gets more and more ornate.
You could just give me like a normal chocolate. It's not a bad thing. Okay. Oh, so this is just the spirit traveling outfit. So there's no actual CE. Or, well, it is a CE, but it's an Annie.
It's just a little celebrating this.
Oh, Nito is in there somewhere. There's the Medjed.
Yeah, I think that's Nito. Remember Nito Summer
Oh,
the Medjed outfit?
Yeah, so no, there is Nito Summer, but there's also a separate Medjed. Yeah, all of the balloons are references to stuff. Cool. Lady Foxy.
Oh, fun to see an alternate fox motif Osakabehime.
Yeah. The wind whispers over the water's surface at twilight. A bat's wing flutters. A pointed triangle, golden. You see a summer mirage, as if bewitched. Nice. We know this one. Oh, she's literally ordering food. She's one of the characters ordering food from Unlimited Burger Works.
You know everyone in there now.
Do I? Including the other kid ordering food?
I don't know, you might not know her.
I don't think I know them.
I didn't even see her.
No, I think I've done
No,
everyone
you
here.
know her, yeah.
Strong muscle burgers, strong dogs, and wild fries. Jesus. Okay. Oh, heroic spirit. It's a Halloween outfit. Yeah. I feel like... Okay, there we go. Oh, hey, look at that.
It's Luvia.
I don't think I've seen that art of Luvia. I think I might have missed it when we did her.
Maybe.
Yeah. I must have, because I probably didn't scroll down all the way to see the extra art. But that's pretty cool. Nice. Oh, there's a Hassan mask in there somewhere. Hold on, I want to find the Hassan mask. I see the pumpkin gazer. Oh, a little white skull mask somewhere. Where the fuck is it? I guess I'm not finding the Hassan mask. Oh, there it is.
Oh, that's real hidden.
It's actually just like printed on the floor. Still counts. Okay, I'm just gonna find her. I think that she's... There she is.
Oh, look at that.
Right by Nito. On the bottom. And Abby. And Hokusai. I think with that, I know everyone in this image, too. Like, genuinely, I do think... Let's see. Hokusai, Williams, Osakabehime, Anita, Chris, Scheherazade, Merlin, Artoria, Ibaraki, Boudica, Jean, Gilgamesh, Ozzy, Fuma, Danzo, Kukulin, Iskandar, Juge, Elmaloy, Samayi, Grains, and Gray, and Mini Kushan. I know every single person in this artwork officially. That's an accomplishment. There's a lot of people in this artwork.
Yeah.
Also, that means we're not coming back to it again.
Nope.
Oh. Okay, so this is the Heroic Spirit travel outfit. But, okay, so she's at Himeji Castle again. Which, I mean, is fair, because
Oh, it's
that's...
moist.
Yeah, which is fair, because it's her thing, but that's now two in a row that she's been at Himeji Castle.
She doesn't ever want to leave the castle.
Oh, actually... Yeah, you're right. Never mind. Hold on. I'm just gonna... I guess going outside is fun sometimes, as long as Ma-chan's with me. Okay. Tamamo, Benny Enma, her. I don't think I know the white-haired chick.
Yeah, you do.
Do I?
Kiyohime.
Oh, that's Kiyohime?
Pretty sure.
It is. I do know everyone here. Things like a fish swimming in the sea or a bird flying through the sky. To understand ingredients, you must first learn to think like prey that is about to be part of your dish. If you are to learn to take a life, you must first be willing to risk yours, at least for this cooking class.
And coincidentally, that's the yokai community right there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I read this when we did Benny Enma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they all actually studied under Benny Enma at the same time, if I remember that event correctly.
That's great. Alright, Fate, Grand Carnival. She's right there.
This is the
Right
anime
in front.
This is where those clips of her came from.
Yeah, and there's the fucking Neko Wada in the back. Alright. I'm not gonna read out the stuff that's for the anime. Alright. Comic Girl.
Accomplished doujin author and artist.
Well, I knew I was gonna see big titties somewhere. Found them. She just drew a massive fucking... Oh my god. Wait, but like, actually, what is this 90s ass art style? I'm not wrong
No,
here.
you're not.
Look at the 90s ass art style. That's straight out of Fruits Basket.
That's something you would be reading.
Yeah! Fuck off. Oh, it's not even trans... Oh, it's this year. Hold on, I gotta... Whether it's a transfer student who arrives out of season, a childhood friend from long ago, siblings due to parents remarrying, moving in next door, or a god met as a sacrifice. Huh, what am I talking about? It's obvious, isn't it? It's a love story. Love! The worst part is I think I've read one of every single one of those premises over the years. And hey, one of them is from you.
Which one was that?
A transfer student arriving out of season.
I don't remember that.
Motherfucking visual novel. Witch on the Holy Night.
Oh, yeah!
One of those is from you!
There wasn't ever a full romantic pairing, though. Just
Doesn't-
implications that potential future.
Doesn't matter. I'm gonna count it. Oh, apparently there's someone else in here. Oh, the blonde hair, I assume, is from that other person. Okay. Alright, so this is just over the same sky.
She's traveling this time.
I know! I'm so proud!
She still didn't get out of Japan. but-
No, but it's a start, you know? Is she in, Akihabara? Yeah, that's where I thought she was. I was like, isn't there I think there's an underground yaoi cafe club there.
Probably. There's everything in Akihabara.
I've heard of it. I've seen it. I've not been, but, like, I would go. Alright. Oh, yeah, just cheering on the side. With the phone. We love that. Ooh, okay. So we do have a little extra art here. She's newer, so not as much extra art.
She's not that much newer, actually.
Well,
I want to say this is the fourth summer event?
yeah, but she's only got 3 CEs compared to the last one.
If you're going to draw one, you're typically going to draw the main design.
Yeah. The setting sun after a battle. Okay. The battle is over. The gentle summer sunset slowly envelops the heart of the princess. Me. Now let's lay down our arms. Let's weave a love story together. Everyone shall get along, holding hands in a circle to dance and sing and pray for world peace. Kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya. But know this. Once one battle is over, another one awaits, s'il vous plaît. Tasukete, ma-chan. At least this... What's with the random French? S'il vous plaît. At least the storyboard's done this time. The main heroine will be Kiyoyo, the sub-heroine is Kiyoyo, and the background female student Kiyoyo admiring protagonist Ma-chan, and it'll be super full of Kiyoyos. This will be a brilliant school days parody story, original work by Kiyoyo. Maybe I'll stealthily change all the character faces to be the princess. Me.
Oui, oui.
S'il vous plaît. Ooh, Wagashi-style Choco plus letters. The chocolate is pretty intricate in and of itself, but the main issue is the letter, which was written in a frenzy during the wee hours of the night. It is filled with scribbled rantings oozing intense emotion directed towards you. Even if you were denied an opportunity to read much of the letter's contents, that's a trivial matter, for she has already stolen your heart. As for Osakabehime herself, she's relieved because she believes nothing's been exposed since she snatched the letter from your hands. But even the one page that was left behind should be enough to know how she feels. Oh dear. Oh dear. And then we have Heartbreaker.
You don't know the other person.
Oh, I don't.
So.
Okay. All right. Then we're not reading that. I thought it might have been Summer Woo, but I guess not.
That's the other member of the Caldea Gaming Club who you'll meet eventually.
Okay. All right, then. Then there isn't any more.
Yup.
I'm sorry. It's my favorite art. I think
You
it's...
and Bunny, like bunny outfits.
Look, I hate everything that Playboy stands for. I hate its creator. I hate the things it stands for. Playboy bunny outfits are actually fantastic, and I love them. On the right people. Al Woods looked good in it. These three look good in it. Artoria Ruler looks good in it. Koyanskaya looks good in it.
Koyanskaya, like, canonically idolizes Hugh Hefner and loves the Playboy Bunny.
No. I hate Hugh Hefner. I hate Playboy Bunny. But you can't deny that's a nice looking outfit. Oh. Well, what a great start to Monster Month.
Yeah.
Who's next? Do we have a hint?
I don't know if I can give one. I'm just going to say whatever it is, just try not to lose your heads, guys.
See you next time, guys. What do I normally say? I've forgotten.